It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Tuesday, May 28th. On today's show, we talk about the rotisserie chicken mystery, why my chin hurts, how our daughter took charge the potato sack race of 2024, and why Josh is called Woodland Willie.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. You can catch the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. Enjoy this Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, we're back in the studio.
We are back.
It's already Tuesday.
I know. It's going to be a good week.
Because it's only 4 days?
Yes, and the weather's going to be awesome, and here we go.
Okay, well, today is National Brisket Day, and it's National Hamburger Day.
Oh, I feel like that should have been yesterday.
Well, both of these fall on World Hunger Day, which I think is interesting as well. Hunger is something that affects a lot of people, even in America. And so it's very important that we recognize World Hunger Day and do anything we can to help. Maybe share a brisket or a hamburger or something on World Hunger Day. You can also get involved. There are different organizations battling hunger, including like local food pantries and baskets and those kinds of things. So on World Hunger Day, enjoy a hamburger, some brisket, and also help someone. That's kind of what's up there. National Multiple Births Awareness Day.
Oh.
Like twins. And triplets and quintuplets and however many. And it is Amnesty International Day as well. So there's what's going on. A couple of heavy things and a burger, which could also be heavy. A brisket, which is by the pound, so that's heavy. Different heavy. But that's what's happening today as we kind of get closer and closer to the end of May. Like
That's
there's
crazy.
Only a couple days left.
I know.
And then it's June.
And then we're in June, and then
July, and then the summer's over.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was looking at our calendar the other day going, cool, most of our weekends are already taken for the summer.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Anyway, Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Wake up, Classy 97. It's Josh and Chantel.
There was a woman named Linda in
Hi,
Canada.
Linda.
She decided to take her dog, Aussie, for a walk. This is in metric system, 500 meters.
Okay.
How many miles is that?
How many miles is 500 meters?
Yes.
Well, tell me more of the story.
Okay. 500 meters from her home, her dog picked up on
it's only 0.31 miles.
All
it's
right.
not even half a mile.
Less than half a mile from her house, her dog picked up a scent. Guess what it was? Want to take a guess?
Another
You'll never
dog.
guess. No.
A cat.
40 rotisserie chickens.
What?
40 rotisserie chickens.
The dog goes outside, gets less than half a mile from home, and says,
What does that smell?
I smell 40 rotisserie chickens.
I smell chicken.
And then I assume there was this scent of chickens that you could visibly see in the air.
Yep.
And he floated on his leash toward
Sniffing.
the 40 chickens.
You got it. That's how it worked.
Uh-huh.
And then Linda said she saw 40 rotisserie chickens.
Where were they?
In the woods.
What
behind her
for?
house. I don't know. There was also some fries and chicken fingers. Linda said, I'm worried about this smell attracting bears because we do have bears in our area. So she called the Environment Yukon. That's what it's called.
Environment Yukon.
Yeah.
Here to help. What do they drive? Horses. They arrive on horses.
They picked him up, took it away. Nobody knows why. There was 40 rotisserie chickens.
Fries and chicken nuggets.
Tenders.
Same.
In the woods. Do you remember that story I told you a while ago about pasta? Like somebody dumped out a bunch of pasta. And they think that it was uncooked, but because it had been raining, the pasta got cooked.
This is all weird.
I know. Why are people just dumping food in the woods?
This is a strange story. This is a mystery.
Solve it.
Oh, I am not
a detective.
Detective Yukon. Environmental Yukon.
You could be, though, is the point. You could be.
How am I going to be a detective and solve the mystery of 40 rotisserie chickens?
I feel like there's probably some pesky kids involved.
You think?
Pesky kids.
And they would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for that hunting dog. Ozzy. Well, weird.
I know, it's totally weird.
Strange
40.
story.
Why 40 of that?
It's a lot. And now you got to go like, okay, were they just laying there rotisseried? Or were they in packaging? Because if they're in packaging, you could go back to the rotisserie Yukon and say, hey, who bought 40 of these? Or are you missing 40 of these?
Yeah, or who was cleaning out the stock and just dumped them? So many questions to be asked.
Detective Yukon. It's Josh and Chantel on Classy 97. Good morning.
Okay, here we are, you and me, at home. This is a question for you.
Okay.
We're at home,
yeah.
And you go, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna DoorDash some food. And you ask me, do you want anything? And I say, no, I'm not hungry. I'm okay. And you go, are you sure? And I go, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
Oh,
really.
I already know where this is going.
Please don't order me anything. And you go, okay. What do you do? Do you order me something or do you not order me something? You said you knew where this was going.
No, I know the outcome of this is that if I don't, then you're going to go, well, no, I'm hungry. Because it's going to take time for the delivery to arrive. Mm-hmm. Plus, you're going to smell the good food, and then you're going to go, yeah, I am hungry. So I'm probably going to be responsible and order something, even though you told me no. And I would probably be able to figure out something that you'd eat.
Yeah.
Even if it's a side. I'd be like, yeah, oh, really? You're hungry now? Oh.
They're calling that the DoorDash test for relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, if your girlfriend or your wife or your significant other says, no, I'm okay, don't order me anything.
Order something.
Order.
Even if it's something small.
Even if it's just a bean and cheese burrito, just order it. Just so she has some food when it arrives.
Or don't and see how that goes.
No.
It'll be a fun afternoon. Oh, I did order food and you didn't want anything and now you're hungry. Guess you're ordering your own. And now you have to wait.
Guess I'm going to eat these 3 cheeseburgers by myself.
Yeah.
Not sharing my fries. Don't touch. You said you weren't hungry.
Now you get it. All right, I got to tell you this story. It happened earlier this month. 100-year-old Bernie Littman.
Okay.
And 102-year-old Marjorie Fitterman.
Oh, no. Bernie and Marjorie?
Bernie and Marjorie, both residents at a retirement home in Philadelphia.
Up to no good.
Exchanged vows to become husband and wife.
Oh, that's nice.
100 and 102. Bernie and Marjorie met over 9 years ago at the senior living community, and they quickly formed a special friendship, enjoying each other's company. And they did different activities together, and they were like, oh, we kind of like each other, I think. And so over the years, their bond deepened, and then recently they surprised their family and friends with the announcement that they wanted to get married.
Oh.
And so the ceremony took place at the retirement home. They were surrounded by friends, family, fellow residents, and staff members. Bernie's granddaughter, her name is Sarah, she said that everyone involved was happy about their partnership, and they're excited for the happy couple to continue having fun together.
I thought they were going to go like on a bank robbing spree.
Nope. They're just getting married.
Just getting hitched.
100 and 102 years old, and they're like, nah, we got to put a ring on it, Bernie said, and he did. So, Bernie and Marjorie, congratulations.
That's nice.
Yeah. And then I imagine what do you tie the can string thing to?
The wheelchairs.
Is it?
If they've got walkers or wheelchairs.
That's it. Yeah, whatever mobility device they use. Dragging behind them.
Just married.
Clank, 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 clank. Anyway, congratulations. That's pretty cool. It's good news to get you going on Classy 97. It's Josh and Chantel on Classy 97.
My chin hurts still.
This is not my fault.
This is absolutely your fault. This is your knee's fault.
This is, you were being strange.
No.
and decided that you were going to drop the elbow on me. What day was this?
Give her the old pile driver.
Was this Saturday morning?
Yeah.
And you were deciding that you wanted to try and
pile driver.
I don't know.
Face.
Like I was just hanging out on the bed and you were like, pile driver. And then I don't know what was going on. And you decided to try and drop the elbow. And I was a bit defenseless. And so I went, hey, what are you doing? And you kept doing it.
Yeah.
And then at one point, as you decided to drop the
Pile
elbow,
driver.
your chin ran into my knee. Yeah. Yeah.
You kept shoving me over.
Pushing you away because you
and
kept
then you
dropping the
shoved
elbow.
me over right as you lift up your knee at the moment that my head was going
pile driver
down. So your knee connected with my chin.
And you've been
Still
complaining
tender.
about your chin for a couple days.
It's tenderoni.
What did we learn?
Nothing.
Apparently.
I learned nothing.
I don't know why you were trying to pile driver. Like, what are you? It was strange then. It's still strange now. Yeah, it's Saturday. We got to get the day started. Pile driver.
Start out with some WWE.
Yeah, I guess. It was a strange decision, and your chin is paying the consequences.
No, I'll do it again. I would do it again right now.
I know you would. I'm frightened about it.
You were defenseless.
For a minute, and then I started pushing you away, and then you kept doing it.
And then you kneed me to the face.
That is not what happened. You faced my knee.
I'm lucky that my eye didn't get popped out.
What? I don't think that's how anatomy works, but...
No, but you could have kneed me in the eye, and then I would have been blind.
You would have put your eye on my knee.
No.
I didn't knee anything.
Yes, you did. You shoved me.
No.
Knee went up right at the exact moment.
No.
That was your whole plan.
No. Pile
knee her in the
driver.
face.
No. That is not a thing. Now you just hurt your elbow, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
I'm practicing.
For what?
For the next time.
I'm an unwilling participant.
Come back with the pile driver.
No.
That's how bad it's going to hurt.
Did you hurt your elbow?
No. No, I didn't.
You keep smacking your elbow into the counter doing the pile driver move. You're going to smack your face on the microphone, and then you're going to blame the microphone?
Yeah. I'm going to blame you for putting the microphone there.
I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's Josh and Chantel.
So I was telling a coworker about how our crazy dog is like having a toddler.
Yes.
And I said, I'm too old to have a toddler. I'm too old for this crazy dog. She's
Not
too
true.
energetic. And she said, Chantel, you're a young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
I said, you're right. I am.
Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
There's a word.
Who says whippersnapper anymore?
Well, that person you were talking to, for one.
Yeah, and she's a young person. She's under 30.
Well.
And she said whippersnapper. And she said it to me.
Yeah, it's true. You're a young whippersnapper.
Then why do I feel like I'm too old to have this energetic of a dog?
You'll be fine. She's making you young, bringing it out of you. That's what's really going on.
So all weekend, she told me that on Friday. So all weekend I've been whippersnappery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been showing my age. Look at this
You've
whippersnapper.
been showing your youth.
Yes.
Is what you've been showing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pile driving you.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Going for a hike.
We'll talk about hiking. We'll talk about potato sack races. We'll talk about all the fun things you've done.
Whippersnapper activities.
Yeah.
Is what those have been. Old person wouldn't do that stuff.
Mm-mm.
Just whippersnappers.
Just young
Just
whippersnappers
young
like you.
whippersnappers like myself.
Just young whippersnappers like Chantel. If you're a young whippersnapper, what am I?
I don't know.
Some old man.
No.
Yep. It's Josh and Chantel.
Okay, we turned on Top Gun last night because we just wanted something.
Yeah.
Not that we didn't have to pay attention to.
It's such a good movie.
It is. It took you all but 5 seconds. You were busy, preoccupied doing something. It took you 5 seconds to look up. Yeah, I thought it would take less than that. 5 seconds is still pretty quick, but I said,
I knew what it was the second I heard it.
I said, he's going to hear the music and know what it is. But I wanted to see how long it would take for you to look up at the screen. 5 seconds. Okay, I'm watching this movie going, how do they practice landing fighter planes on aircraft carriers? How do they practice
the very first time somebody was like, we're going to land on a boat?
I mean, I guess they have simulators, right?
Well, now, but not when they first invented aircraft carriers and said, we're going to put airplanes on this. Somebody had to go, I'm going to land on that?
Yeah.
In an airplane?
It's moving. I'm moving.
And I'm going to speed up before I stop? What?
I know.
There has to be early footage of that, like military footage of how many boats went in the ocean. How many airplanes ended up in the ocean.
Released to the public?
I don't know.
I don't know if they do.
I don't either.
I'm curious how they practiced, how the first planes ever landed. How do they practice that? It's trial and error. Good luck.
Yeah.
Here you are in the sky. Land on this floating ship.
Mm-hmm. And don't goof up.
And don't end up in the ocean.
Right.
And also don't run over anybody standing on the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, that too. That's really important.
Don't overshoot, but don't undershoot. Get it just right.
And we're going to use a cable for brakes.
I know. Great.
So
good idea.
Which is why you have to throttle up when you land, because if you're going too slow, you won't be able to take back off. And so you have to throttle up when you land so that if you miss the hook, you can take back off again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I just want to know how the first one's practiced.
Carefully.
Because they have a simulation now, right? They have to.
Yeah, but a flight simulator only gets you so far. You gotta get into the airplane and actually do the thing.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Going very fast.
Going so fast.
Yeah. But then they started making it so the planes could land like sort of helicopter style. Not all of them, but some of them can land.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that's just as terrifying. Landing that. You still have to get it precise.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, there's absolutely
a finesse.
Yes, and a thin margin of error.
Saturday night, you were asleep. I was just lounging about, watching a movie.
Okay.
Beck was out with some friends.
Yeah. And
he's texting, hey, can they come over and have a sleepover? And I didn't respond right away. And then we get a text in our family group from Emery at the 14-year-old who's like, whose house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your house or their house? Our house or their house? And Beck responds, wherever.
We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we're not sure yet.
And she says, figure it out.
Figure it out. And I start laughing. You wake up and you're like, what's going on? I go, Emery's just being the mom. Oh, she had, right before that too, had put the dog to bed, locked the door.
Yeah, set the alarm
shut
system.
The house down. I was like, this is fantastic.
Yep.
I'm just laying here in bed, like relaxing. She's taking care of the animals. She's shutting the house down.
Yeah, it started with, this is like 10:50 is when this first text comes in from Beck, and he says, are you guys still up? And Emery, right away, yeah, why? I think Dad's asleep, but Mom might be up. That's 4 different text messages, like immediately. And he's like, yeah, we want to have a sleepover. And she's like, here? And he says, I don't know. She says, find out. He says, it depends on what Mom says. And you just replied, wherever.
Yeah, I don't care.
One word. And then Emery's like, make sure to alarm the system. And he's I did. She's like, sweet, I'm going to bed. Good night. And then you said good night. I'm asleep by this point, right?
Oh, you're long gone.
Yeah. And then she's like, are you not having a sleepover? What's the deal? And he's like, yeah, I am. Everybody's here. And she's like, oh, I thought I heard you go into your room. End of the night.
End of the night.
End of the night.
I appreciated I didn't have to do any of my mom job.
No, she was on it. It was fantastic.
I know.
Because for a while we were laughing in the room just right next door going like, well, this is being taken care of.
This is totally being taken care of. Thanks for putting the dog to bed. Thanks for locking
setting the alarm,
house.
taking care of the boy.
Yeah, making sure the boy comes home. I was like, I'm going to have to stay up and wait for him, because that's what parents do.
She's got it.
She's got it under control. Handled it.
Yeah, make sure to set the alarm. I'm not getting out of my room.
Yeah, exactly. You Tag, you're it.
Yeah, that was great.
You're in charge.
She took care of business.
She did.
So well done, Emery.
I loved it. Wipe my hands with this mom thing.
Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. Hi.
Update on the potato sack race.
Yes, it happened.
It did happen. I found some potato sacks. This is something that happened on Friday. You were looking over pieces of imaging, which is stuff that you build in between commercials.
Right, and one of them had said, we love getting together for barbecues and the big family potato sack race.
And I said, what? No one has ever done that.
Well, we have now.
Well, yes. We live in Idaho, home of potatoes.
Yeah.
You'd think that it was easy to find some potato sacks, but it wasn't as easy as it
Well, it was easy enough that you
to
took care of it that day.
I did. I was able to find.
So it wasn't that it was that hard.
It wasn't that tricky. I was able to procure 4 potato sacks, one for each of the members of my family.
Yes.
I told the kids I thought they'd be excited about it. They weren't as excited about the potato sack race as I was.
Initially. They were excited by the end of it.
And yeah, they were laughing. They were having a good time.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
And then they did a second heat. They liked it so much.
I
They didn't
know.
even want to get out of the potato sacks.
I know.
But I got some video, and I don't want to share the whole video. I just want to take a little snippet of what do you call hopping?
Well,
because we were done with the race before you started. Is kind of how it went.
Well, how it went was I was afraid that I was going to fall.
Legitimate.
And I didn't want to fall. So I was nervous about hopping. Also, I felt kind of close.
Like you were in a potato sack.
Yeah, I felt claustrophobic. Even like the people next to me. Beck was standing next to me. I felt it was too close. And I was like, I'm never going to hop next to Beck.
So here's what happened. You get in 1 foot at a time.
Yeah.
As you do. Everybody gets into a potato sack 1
Same
foot at
way.
a time. Right? We're all human. one leg at a time. And it only comes up to here, to your waist. So you have to hold the sack.
Yep.
Then you have to have your feet equal distance apart. And then you have to hop both feet.
Yeah.
To propel yourself forward.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Accurate.
When you got into yours, when did you decide I'm going to do this walk thing? Because it's hilarious.
When I thought I could jump with both feet and then went, oh, this is harder than you think it's going to be.
Yeah. Like I'm watching the video right now, and I'm gonna share just a part of you wandering.
I was
because we're done. You look like an old cowboy walking.
I was also laughing so hard.
Look at you.
It was hard to move. I know.
And then you tried to hop,
yeah.
but it was more like a right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot.
I'm good at a lot of things. Potato sack racing is not one that I'm good at.
My favorite is when you first appear on here, you look like an old cowboy walking into the street. I'm here for the duel. That's my favorite. That's the part of the video I want to share, is you wandering forward. Hey, I'm at the potato sack race.
Hey, you guys having a race here?
Yeah, new sheriff in town. Sam Elliott over here wandering into the scene. Yeah.
What's going on here?
That's what you look like. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
We had a lovely 3-day weekend. I've been fighting for this 4-day week, 4-day work week, 3-day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been really fighting for it. I just talk about it a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I haven't been fighting for it.
You've been fighting about it.
Wasn't it amazing? The
3-day,
nice.
Yeah.
Like we spent Saturday doing some graduation parties for some family members, so we've got to see some family. We spent yesterday enjoying the outside and the outdoors.
Relaxed Sunday.
Sunday we did
great.
absolutely nothing.
It was nice. We just hung around. It was windy and blustery and not great weather, and so we saved all of that for yesterday, and then went on our hike and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a good, well spent weekend.
I feel perfectly refreshed.
Well, good.
Although on Sunday when we did nothing, did you ever have feelings of guilt, like you should be doing something? Like when I say we did nothing, we did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing productive, that is. Right? We watched a movie.
Yeah, we hung out.
Got laid back.
Right.
Read a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lazy day, which is what every weekend should have. A full-on lazy day.
I know. It was perfectly perfect.
Yeah.
I did do some laundry, so that
Oh,
I was a
how
little.
dare you?
I was a little productive.
On no
day.
How could you? On do nothing day, you did something.
But it was hard for me not to feel guilty.
No.
And think of all the shoulds. I should do this. I should be doing this.
Yeah.
Should be doing this.
When we were getting out and about yesterday, and we were headed toward the trailhead, there was a whole family like cutting trees and mowing the lawn and raking and doing all this, and I went, bleh. I am so glad I'm not doing that.
Me too.
So no, I don't feel guilt for taking a rest day.
Yeah, but then the house looks the way it does.
The house looks fine.
It looks fine. Doesn't look.
You worry too much about the house the way it looks. Who cares?
No,
Do
but
we live there?
I should have weeded, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, go weed the flower beds. That's a fun time.
It's not. That's why I didn't do it. Now I feel guilty.
Well, stop it. I don't feel an ounce. None. Zero. Forget about it. I'm done. I'm moved on.
All right. Me too. Totally fine.
No, your eyebrows tell a different story. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
We're enjoying the sunset last night on our patio.
Uh-huh.
And I hear you exclaim rather excitedly, first one came on.
Yep.
Second one came on. And I go, what are you talking about? It's the patio lights that you installed a couple of years ago. They're just on the fence. They're solar powered.
Right.
And you love them so much.
Look.
You get so excited about them.
They're cool.
They are cool. They are cool.
And it looks super good. I like how the backyard looks, and watching the sunset, sitting on the deck on the back of the house, and just kind of hanging out. And we have a little fire pit thing that sits right there on the little table. Like, it's the greatest thing ever.
It is the greatest thing
and
ever.
I'm just sitting there and I'm watching the fence lights come on and all the ones by the flower bed, and I'm like, this is great. It's simple, it's easy, it makes me happy.
It does. I didn't realize those patio lights made you so happy,
Yeah,
but
they're pretty great.
they do look pretty great. And you get so excited about them.
Have
and
you
I'm
seen
so
it?
excited that you get so excited. I've never seen anyone else get that excited about patio lights. It's adorable.
Well, aw, shucks. Just over here being adorable.
And Josh and his patio lights.
Yep. It's simple. It's just a simple thing, and I like it. It's Josh and Chantel. Are you ready to talk about our hike?
I am.
Because for a couple of years, I have had a hike on my list of hikes I want to do. I've more, but
Yes.
that one has been staring at me for a couple of years. And I finally was like, we need somewhere to go. I bet we can get there. And we did. And so we got to go hike in the woods, and we got to go see some waterfalls, and we got to see some nature and a deer and people on ATVs and UTVs and an off-road Jeep group.
Yeah, you got called Woodland Willie.
Now, why did I get called Woodland Willie?
Emery called you that.
Yep.
She, why did she call you that?
Well, she determined, first of all, that I am more outgoing in the woods than I am in, like, the store. She said, you won't just go talk to people at the store, but you just walk up to people and talk to them in the woods.
Most people are like that. People in the woods are a little bit nicer sometimes.
Maybe.
There's a different, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
What happens, I saw a family that were trying to take a picture, and I said, would you like me to take a picture for you and get everybody in the one? And they were like, no, that's okay. And then I noticed they were wearing fly fishing gear, and so I had a fly fishing conversation with them. And I was explaining that, And Emery just said, "You're so much more outgoing. You wouldn't do that to somebody in the store."
But you would.
I probably, if I was interested, yeah. I mean, I specifically wanted to know if he'd been fishing in the area and if it was any good, if it was worth my time to try and fish or not. And so I was talking fishing, yeah. But I guess that makes me
you Woodland Willie.
Yeah. I thought maybe I just knew stuff. Like maybe I was just because I was outdoors.
And maybe that's true because you navigated our way to the hike and from the hike. If I was navigating, I would have gotten us lost. So navigating, being outdoorsy and friendly, taking pictures of the woods.
Woodland Willie.
Seeing the deer.
I did see the deer.
You saw the deer first.
Yeah. Well, the deer saw me first, to be fair.
I don't think it did.
No, I don't either. He was just bounding across, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I went, "There's a deer." And Emery and the dog were up the trail a little bit, but they got to see it as well. It was a big deer. And that's
how you got your nickname, Woodland Willie. And I tried to take pictures with Emery. You were across the pond.
Yeah, and so I've got a couple of pictures because you guys were having a conversation for one. Mm-hmm. It looked very serious. I was quite a ways away, and I was using the big zoom lens and taking pictures of you guys. And then, at some point, you high-fived, which was cool. I got that. I got a picture of the high five. And then you were trying to convince her to do like a half-heart thing with your arms across the woods from where I was taking the picture. She was not having it.
She was not into it.
Which I don't blame her. It was a little strange.
No, I used every bribe trick in the book.
Yeah. How'd it go?
She was not having any of it.
Look, you eventually got her to kind of do it, but it was not a heart shape.
No,
she was
arm
like,
was
forget
limp.
it. Like, here's my hand, whatever.
And then later, you didn't catch this bit, but later we were walking through the path by the rocks, and then you were going to take another picture of us, and I kneeled down and put my elbows on the rock.
No, I saw that.
She refused to do that, too.
Yeah, it's embarrassing in the woods.
I know, there's nobody around. We're the only ones here.
Anyone could see. You don't know who's in the hide behinds.
A silly picture with my mom?
Yeah, no.
Rose.
I will tell you, I did get a text from her.
Uh-huh.
Let me pull this up.
Okay.
Because she wanted a copy of some of the pictures.
Aww.
And she said, "Hey, can you send me the picture of me and Mom and Luna? I like that picture."
Aww.
I know.
That's adorable.
Anyway.
She does like me. My teenager does like me.
It's Josh and Chantel. You know how they say you shouldn't go to bed angry if you have a dispute with your significant other? Mm-hmm. And this is where you go, we already talked about this.
We did already talk about this.
No, because we didn't. I wanted to start that way because apparently relationship experts say that you should start journaling when you're upset with your significant other.
Oh.
Right. So it gives you a chance to let your feelings out on paper rather than at your partner. It can also bring some clarity to how you're feeling. The author of this particular research says that one of the biggest ways journaling can transform your marriage is by giving you a safe space to understand and heal your triggers before projecting them onto your partner. Many marriage arguments happen because couples don't take the time to process their own emotions before sharing them with their spouse. By journaling on your feelings and triggers, you'll be able to get to the root of what you're feeling, and you can then communicate your raw emotional truth to your partner instead of projecting blame onto them.
If you do this, you must never tell me that you're doing this, or you have to hide your journal in a very, very top secret location.
Because I would write like horrible things. Like, I can't believe she did it. She did it. She looked at me.
No.
She was dropping the people's elbow and then hit her chin and blamed it on me.
I just feel like if I know that you're writing in a journal, especially if you're mad at me, then I'm going to find it. And I'm going to be like, I got to know what he said. I have to know what he said.
What's wrong with you?
So many things. Where do you want me to begin? From the beginning?
Yeah,
let's start at the top.
I was born. I just thought that was an interesting approach because that's smart. Like taking time to process is hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to be on the receiving end of it. It's hard to be the person who's like, okay, something's upset. but I don't want to react and lash out. So I'm just going to process. I'm going to feel this. I'm going to try to understand, and then I'm going to form a sentence.
Again, fine. If you have a journal, that's fine. If you need to write down, like you do, you have a little bit of a sketchbook, and sometimes you write down different things. Or you did at one point.
Yeah.
You'd carry it around, especially if we were camping in the outdoors. And you'd be like, I'm just going to go write. Because you're an excellent writer.
Oh, thank you.
If you ever specifically say, I'm keeping this journal.
Oh, I already do.
And I write down things when I'm mad at you, I'll be like, great. Where is it?
I have this little book, and I write down all the things that I'm upset about, just for you.
Just for me.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nothing else goes in there except for when you make me mad and how I feel about it.
Show me where it is right now.
I don't think I will. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. There's this new study from the Pew Research Center.
Okay.
And they found out that 38% of the web pages that existed in 2013 are gone.
Whoa.
The internet purges things, and a lot of things are automatic, like when you post a blog or even tweets, like stuff from Twitter is being removed. Like 20% of tweets disappear from the site within months of being posted.
Who's deleting them?
Well, there's only so much storage. And so over time, things just get deleted. Things that don't get used, things that, whatever, become abandoned.
Okay.
URLs that don't renew. People don't continue to upkeep the websites. They don't continue to pay for them. It just disappears.
Okay.
So what's bad about this, like that's fine, whatever. Old internet, see ya. But what's bad about it is that the vast amounts of news and important reference content are disappearing. And because we've been led to believe that stuff stays on the internet forever, it's actually not necessarily totally true. So, because it isn't forever, it's for a long time. I mean, we're talking about 11 years of stuff that is falling off, but that's weird.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I never would have thought about that. Yeah, I think it's like an endless vast of stuff.
Right. You and your sister had a craft blog for a while.
We did.
Is it still there?
Do I even remember?
I have no idea. But my point is, you quit upkeeping it. There's a good chance that you used an old email. They were getting ready to get rid of that particular service that you were using. This is decades ago.
Yeah.
This is forever ago that you and your sister were doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so there's a good chance that's completely gone and doesn't exist anymore.
I might have to look and see it. I couldn't even tell you what the website was.
I know.
Was it
Me
a blog
neither.
spot? I think it was a blog
Or
spot.
vlogger.
Yeah,
Something.
I don't know.
Blogger. I can't remember. Anyway, the point is the internet is not forever. And a lot of stuff that was there
Shocking.
11 years ago is gone already.
Shocking.
I know. It's Josh and Chantel with your Would You Rather This or That question of the day.
Would you rather hear a ding sound every time you wink? Ding. Or a pew pew sound every time you make a finger gun? Ding. Or pew pew. How often do you wink?
I don't wink or pew pew gun finger guns very often. But I feel like I do pew pew fingers less than I wink.
Ding.
I think I like the winky ding. What do you like?
I like the ding too. Ding.
Yeah.
And a nod.
Order up.
You have to wink and nod. Ding.
Yeah, I'm taking that one.
Me too.
I don't need pew pews.
Pew pew.
Yeah. Would you rather this or that with Josh and Chantel? Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. All right, your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge is to leave a note of encouragement on someone's car.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. It's a small compliment or a note of encouragement, and it might be just what somebody needs. You could just say, hey, you're doing fantastic, or you could say, you look great today, or something simple. It's just a really nice note that you leave behind for somebody to find as a surprise.
Okay. I love this idea. And for the past 2 Christmases, I've had this idea to do with candy canes. Like you deliver a nice note and candy canes and you put them on somebody's car. I haven't done it because I'm too afraid that I'm going to be in the process of putting the note on somebody's car and they're going to come out and be, what are you doing? Or I'm going to touch the car and set off an alarm, and then everybody's going to be like, are you trying to break into that car? And no, I'm just trying to leave a nice note. So I'm too anxious to do that challenge.
I think it would be fun if you got caught and your solution was run away.
No, that makes you look guilty.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put you in a potato sack, and then you go do this, and then I'll just watch from afar as you get busted and try to scurry away in your potato sack.
What are you doing, and what are you doing in a potato sack?
Merry Christmas.
Get out of here, you weirdo.
It's a good one. That's your Better Today Than Yesterday Daily Challenge. That's going to do it for us. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. We're in the studio 6 to 10. Bye. See ya. Bye.
Oh, our hands touch.
Oh, gross. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.